Jasir, just walk me through the emotions of maybe not just even just today, but the whole second half of the season. Things that go right, things that go wrong.
I think it was just a sense of urgency for us this week, just to go out there and just be bowl eligible, try to take it one week at a time. But unfortunately, it didn't turn out that way for us, so it was kind of tough.
Why so defensively? You guys had gotten better in recent weeks, but today, especially that first half, some of the old stuff came back.
I think schematically, the offense, they dialed us up a little bit at the beginning, so doing that, they got up a little bit on us. And then as we made adjustments throughout the second half, I think we had the upper hand, but unfortunately, we just couldn't get it done at the end of the game.
What allowed you guys to actually hold, and Neil brought this up as one of the things that if you would have told him before the game, you contained Deuce Vaughn, he would have felt comfortable about a victory. Obviously, Deuce Vaughn got going early, but what allowed you guys to contain him the rest of the way, and then how did that not impact the game, really?
I think it was just, understanding what we had to face the first few drives, not knowing what the offense was going to give us. But as, time went on, we were able to make adjustments, and we were able to go out there and execute. But like I said, unfortunately, it wasn't enough at the end.
Did you reflect on your time at West Virginia? Obviously, it's been short, but your thoughts, what'd you think when you transferred here? What's the reality been like?
I think not understanding like what I would expect coming here, to be honest. But then coming in and being welcomed by open arms, it just felt like I filled 4 years all in one semester. I made a lot of relationships and friendships, and the coaches, I wouldn't trade them for the world. But I would just say it's a dream come true as well. Growing up, finally putting on the flying WV, that's something that most kids don't get to do, and I'm excited and proud that I could be one of those guys.
How tough is it to transition when you walk before the game and then 10 minutes later you're out there playing, trying to stop those guys and trying to kind of balance those emotions?
It's hard knowing that this is the game where I got to see my family in a long time, and being a senior, last time playing out there on that field. But then turning around, playing against my former coaches, that was pretty rough as well. So I think I just had to balance it out throughout the week, knowing, what was important and just taking every day one step at a time. So.
You mentioned what Kansas State was doing schematically. Anything specific that made it difficult?
It's kind of hard to see, but I just knew that they had a great plan coming in, and they attacked whether it was throwing the ball deep or getting Deuce Vaughn touches. They were able to get plays going, but I think in the second half we were able to make stops as well. But yeah, it just wasn't enough, unfortunately.
Was it stuff that you maybe weren't expecting, or was it just the way that they were kind of executing?
I would say it's the way it's stuff we weren't expecting. Going FIB and moving the safety over, just the little things, all the trade shift motions. That's something that it's kind of hard for a defense to adjust to.
Seeing your coaches on the other sideline, what was that like? Did you have any pregame conversation?
I did. I talked to head coach Kleiman. He told me that he still had love for me, and that's the same with Coach Riles, because those are guys who gave me the opportunity to play college football. But yeah, no, it was great to see them again. But being at West Virginia, I was gonna give it all I got so that we can come out with that victory as well.
What's your impression of Coach Kleiman and how he kind of seamlessly went from North Dakota State up to here and still had success?
I just think it's the scheme, having guys knowing what they're doing, and having great guys like off the field as well, great leaders. I know they pride themselves on that, and I feel like I'm one of those guys as well who came out of that system. But yeah, it's most of their guys who play for them, willing to do anything for them and just understanding their role.
How would you evaluate your season individually? Do you feel at all that you kind of proved something? Because despite success at that level, it's not a Power 5 level. And do you think you proved what you wanted to prove this year, individually speaking?
I wouldn't say I proved anything. At the end of the day, I'm still, Jasir, the same one who played at North Dakota State last year. but I felt I improved like as a person, and just played against better competition. So yeah.
Colder games at North Dakota State than today?
Oh, definitely. Thank God we had a dome, but practicing outside was still kind of rough. But yeah, I think that prepared me for games like this. I didn't feel it was that cold. Um, Shoot, I'm gonna be the same guy just wearing no sleeves out there.
Okay, anything else for Jasir? All right, thank you very much.
All right, thank you.